There's a news that's shocking for the whole racing game players. EA and FireMonkeys expected to be laid off. According to Kotaku Australia, EA's FireMonkeys studio in Melbourne is expected to lay off up to two-thirds of its team as development for two major mobile racing titles shifts to India. The studio, which focuses on mobile games, was providing live services for three titles: Real Racing 3, Need for Speed No Limits and The Sims FreePlay. The first two titles were under the racing division, which will bear the brunt of the layoffs. It is understood the FireMonkeys team was first informed of the changes during a studio update on April 26. EA executives flew into Melbourne to announce that FireMonkeys would become a monotitle studio, working purely on The Sims FreePlay. It was also announced that studio GM, Joe Donahue, would be made redundant during the meeting. His final day was April 28.
Kotaku Australia has learned that up to two-thirds of the staff currently employed at FireMonkeys will be laid off or shifted to other projects. In-person meetings took place this week, letting staff know whether they would keep their jobs, though the new structure has yet to be finalized. As reported exclusively on Twitter on June 1, an EA spokesperson notes the company is making some changes to the structure of FireMonkeys studio, allowing teams there to focus on supporting live services for The Sims FreePlay. The mood within the studio is fucking grim, according to a FireMonkeys employee who wishes to remain anonymous. Several projects in development have also been cancelled. One of the projects was Real Racing Next, which had previously been cancelled during a round of FireMonkeys layoffs in 2019 that affected some 40 to 50 staff. It was brought back to life, with an early access build less than 2 months away. It has been cancelled a second time, with sources suggesting EA stressed the decision is purely monetary and did not believe the game could meet specific targets. In addition, development of The Sims Mobile, which remains under the games list on EA's FireMonkeys website, is no longer taking place at the studio. Development transitioned to Slingshot, an EA studio in Hyderabad, India, in 2021. That same studio will now be taking over continuous development for FireMonkeys racing titles, Real Racing 3 and Need for Speed No Limit. Staff who worked on the titles at FireMonkeys, some of which had worked on the games since inception and on previous iterations of the Real Racing series, will help transition the services to India, with layoffs expected to begin soon after completion. What do you think about this news? We'll pray together that Real Racing is the same like what we knew in the old days. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Let's save Real Racing together.